Morning, Marianne here. It is Wednesday, January 24, 2024. I am late again for my WW meeting. I'll get there right at the beginning or right a couple minutes after it starts. It's just that, well, I do get a little privacy weighing in because everybody's paying attention to the meeting, so they're not looking at me. Gonna go over some speed bumps here, so bear with me. So my week went okay. Didn't have any emotional eating, just my appetite eating because I like food. So what did I do different? Didn't have any dips, so that's good. I didn't go negative into my weeklies. Last night I believe I had 34 weeklies, and I only had added 4 activity points to that. Anything else? Did I use some weeklies? Yeah, but I also had some rollovers on days that it wasn't necessary to use my weeklies. Does that mean I didn't eat enough food? No, it just means I ate more 0-point foods to keep full. But just because you don't use your weeklies doesn't mean you're not eating enough. Now, if you're not eating all those vegetables and chicken and beans and stuff that is 0 points, you're getting calories with that. It doesn't mean I'm not eating enough. It just means I'm not eating as many crackers and chips and dips and those kind of things. I've been eating pretty good. So what was my downfall this week? My downfall was the sodium, because I got that. If you saw my Costco haul, you see I got that big pack of Skinny Pop. Well, I ate the whole bag, and that's a bad idea. So that increased fat and sodium, because if you ever have the Skinny Pop, you can feel it's got like sunflower, or I think it's either safflower or sunflower oil, one of those two. So depending on, that was the organic style, but it has the sodium too, a lot of sodium, a lot of salt and fat. So didn't eat a lot of sugars this week, but it's a sodium thing, because also I had bought the rotisserie chicken from Costco, so I'm pretty sure that's loaded with sodium. And I was making teriyaki chicken out of that. Just a tablespoon of the teriyaki marinade with some pineapples, fresh pineapples. Was very good. Last night I made it with steamed some frozen green beans. I didn't have the rice. I didn't need the rice. The chicken and the pineapple and the string beans, it was really good. So I didn't have onions, which, if I had onions, would have made it close to the string bean chicken at Panda Express, but without the rice. So, but if you go to Panda Express, you don't have to get the rice, you can get the super greens. So usually if I go to Panda Express, I get the string bean chicken bowl, and I'll get half super greens and half rice, so they pile on the rice there. They're not picky with they're just scooping it on. But at any rate, so there's that sodium with the popcorn and the teriyaki sauce. And I had the teriyaki chicken like 3 nights, I believe. It was good. I was gonna make tacos, but I didn't. I did use taco seasoning. So I'm gonna have to check my bottle of taco seasoning compared to the McCormick packet. I was using a teaspoon of the McCormick packet. I'm sure that has salt. I don't know. I have a bottle of taco seasoning. It's dry skin. At home that I haven't cracked open. I can do that for the chicken. So this next week I have to concentrate on my sodium and water, because we do have to have some sodium. We have to have salt in our body, water and salt, but we don't have to have an excess of salt. So there's that. So I had too much salt. I had more than my fair share of salt this week. So probably could have had a better week. But like I said when I started, I'm not going to be perfect, but I'm not going to be crazy and think I can have some kind of cake substitute or some kind of candy substitute, because that's just going to trigger me. I'm not one of those people where I can fit that in my lifestyle, because it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe I used to smoke. It was hard to quit smoking. Let's use that as an analogy. If I pick up a cigarette, I'm going to want another cigarette. Even if I get a light cigarette, I'm going to want another light cigarette. I'm going to want. It's a trigger. I don't struggle with wanting to smoke anymore. I don't have any desire to smoke. But if I did get tempted, say I went out, I don't drink, but say I went out, decided to have a few cocktails and people were smoking, maybe I'd get tempted, but I don't go out drinking, so I don't have to worry about that. And it's not because I don't want to smoke, it's because I don't want to drink. So that's liquid calories that I would not even want to have. But that's how it is with my sweet and salty stuff. I like the crunch. So the popcorn, what I did was I ordered an Air Popper popcorn machine. It's arriving today. So for 1 point, I can melt. For 0 points, I can melt a 1/4 teaspoon of butter and put that in there. Now the butter is not unsalted, so that has salt in it. And then just put a tad bit of salt, not a whole. You don't have to drench it in salt. So you can measure your own salt. I can measure my own salt, and then shake it up and just have. I don't like super buttery popcorn. If I go to the movies and have buttered popcorn with that stuff you just squirt on it, I think it's real butter. I don't know, but something about it gets me sick to my stomach. So I just need a little bit. I'm not a big butter eater. If I have a baked potato, I'm going to want sour cream and no butter. Okay, there's a car that's driving way too close in my rearview mirror, and I don't appreciate that. Because I did have a rear end last year from somebody who wanted to follow too closely because he got rear-ended, and then that rear-ended me. But anyway, that's all fixed. But I didn't have a car for a couple weeks, so I don't want it to happen again. It's just as it is, I'm late. I have 4 minutes to get to my meeting, so I'm going to be late. But the most important thing is I'm going to show up and weigh in. So the popcorn is the one thing. And why am I eating the popcorn? Because it's a carb, but it has fiber, and it's gonna satisfy me more than 12 chips or 14 tortilla chips or 14 potato chips. It's gonna satisfy me more. Yeah, I can make my own corn chips and stuff, but let's not get too carried away. I'm not a cook, so that's why you don't see a bunch of cook with me's on my channel. I'm not going to start making up recipes. I might as I move along and learn how to cook. But basically my cooking is basic cooking. So I'm going to get some chicken today and bake some chicken. I can do that. I don't have to go to Costco and get the rotisserie chicken. And you know what? It was kind of mushy in my teriyaki chicken. It was, and that's probably part to do with maybe I put too many pineapples in it. But I like cooked pineapple. I like pineapple. I'm one of those people that likes pineapple on my pizza. So now things like that, I'm gonna learn how to fit like some kind of mock substitute pizza where I don't have to order a pizza and have the whole pizza. I could sit down and eat a whole small pizza. So, but I was watching a YouTube channel where they made little pizzas with English muffins, so I'm going to have to check that out. So I would like the little Canadian bacon with pineapple. Don't necessarily have to have a lot of sauce, but some light cheese. I don't know. Things like that. So I know, and there's probably salt in my cheese. I've been having too much sodium now this week, so that's what I got to work on this next week coming up. Gosh, my meeting is starting in 2 minutes. I'm on the street where it's at, but I got about 4 blocks to go, and I got stoplights. But anyway, so sodium. So I don't know. I'll let you know how my weight gain or loss or maintain went. This is going to be my 3rd weigh-in. I think I lost 3.8 last week. which was a surprise because I got carried away with the dips. So I've been adding those. So for crackers, I did have Triscuits, like the Aldi brand, the Savorites, the woven wheat, instead of like the kind of wheat thin kind, because those have sugar. So I'm trying to curb the sugar and now the salt. So we'll get on track. We'll get it working out to where, did I feel deprived this week? No. I didn't feel deprived because I'm restricting certain things. But I don't want to make a substitute where I'm eating an overabundance of things. I know I'm not making sense. I don't have a bullet point talk here, but just basically paying attention to my driving. So we're almost there. So basically, I'm not going to shop around the grocery store today. I just need some greens for my salads. I need some chicken. And I need some popcorn. I have plenty of dressing. I have those individual fat-free ranch dressings, Hidden Valley, or no, they're Kraft. I got the Kraft. They're 2 points. They're a 1.5 ounce serving. So if I don't make a salad like Saturday, I'm not going to bring my lunch. I've been bringing my lunch. But this Saturday, I'm not going to bring my lunch. But they have the salad bar, so I have my own salad. They don't have any fat-free dressing on our salad bar. But anyway, I've got to concentrate on getting into my meeting. I'll see you in a few. Well, I'm back. Just got out of my meeting. How did I do? Well, I stayed exactly the same. I didn't gain. I didn't lose. I maintained my loss from last week, and I didn't gain anything, so maybe I shouldn't have ate so much darn popcorn. That was my downfall this week, was the popcorn. Okay. And the sodium, so I gotta watch my sodium. I think I'm gonna try something. I've never tried, I have salad dressing at home, but I think I'm going to try, I'm not a big yogurt person, getting some fat-free Greek yogurt and put some of the ranch seasoning in. Well, no, scratch that. I have to check the sodium before I do that. So I'll check the sodium. I get the Bolthouse Farm dressings, but they have like canola oil in them, and I don't really want to have all that oil. Do I really need and I really wouldn't mind having my dressing thicker, so I'll have to compare the sodium. It's a seasoning mix, so I imagine there's sodium. I wonder if they have a less sodium. Oh, but they have that Fiesta dip too that I use in the chicken casserole. Well, anyway, so I maintained my weight, so I got to work on the sodium. So I'm on my way to the grocery store to get what I need for this week. I need to get out and take a walk today, so there's that. So I just need a few things, and then I'm gonna get some watermelon because I haven't been drinking enough water, so I need to add more water to my system, and I love watermelon. I'm gonna get some blueberries too. I haven't been eating my cherries, and I love cherries. I've just been too lazy with the seeds and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I've been eating so much pineapple, but that's been helping my digestion, I believe. So this week I'm going to work on the sodium. We know that. I've established that. And the meeting today was about activity and adding activity. So basically it boils down to being more active. How do we feel after we are active? What do we like to do to be active? And what kind of things will we implement to be more active? So basically, like yesterday, for instance, it's been raining here. We had a few rainy days, and then I've been working, so I don't go out and take a walk on the days that I work. So I only got one day of activity in, which was yesterday. I mean intentional activity. I don't count steps while I'm working, which this Saturday I picked up a shift. I'm going to do a VIP tour, which I'm going to get 18,000 to 30, 40,000. You know, it depends how many roller coasters I have to walk back and forth to get my steps. But I'm not going to put that into my activity points because that's my job. But I'm going to be active that day rather than sitting down and answering phones or just standing still in one place helping guests. So I will get some activity at work, and I VIP tours are fun. You know, showing somebody a good time and getting paid to do that is fun. And I'm going to get some good activities. And I'm going to get paid. So that was kind of like the walking I did when I was a letter carrier. I got paid to walk, although I got fat doing that. So that's why I've been good at taking my lunch to work last week. I'm going to continue that this week. But for my activity, I've been doing something. I don't know if I should say what I'm doing because I don't want to disappoint if I don't do it. Because right now I'm clearing a space for it. I don't know if any of you ever watched the WW Gays. They're now just their self, which is more than enough because they're awesome. Jean-Luc and Nick, they have their own online business and their own weight loss group and everything, but they've been doing step, where you have that. I don't know if you remember back in, I don't know if it was the 80s or the 90s or when it was, but they had the step exercise where you have that step platform and you step up and back and up and down. I've been watching them, and I've been watching some other step aerobic teachers. Some people call it bench step. You know, there's different names for it. But so I ordered the original step. I remember I had it years ago and I never did it. And I just ended up giving it away. So I actually had the original one before, but now I bought it. I'll put a link below if you're interested in seeing what it is. I bought the original one. It was about $100. But I got it and I know they had the dimensions in the description, but when I got it, the box was so big and I was like, I wasn't imagining it to be that long, but I think it's good that it's that long because, you know, I think it's going to help me with my balance issues and things. But I have to create a space for it. I don't have a big place and everything's kind of situated to where I don't really have a space for it. So I started yesterday and I cleared up a little space, and I have to clear up another space to where I can put this board and actually do it. I have a very small apartment. I don't have like a large living room. Right now I have a treadmill in there. I'm trying to figure out a way to lift up the treadmill because it's on a constant incline. I don't have a way to lower the incline, and so that makes it rough for me to consistently do that at an incline all the time. But I need something to do on the days that I go to work where I don't have to go walking out in the morning in the dark, or go walking when I get home from work in the dark, because I don't feel safe doing that. I have a pretty good 3-mile walk that I take. Like I'm going to do that today. I haven't had breakfast. I'm going to have a bite to eat and then go out and take my walk. I got to get it done early enough so that I actually do it, because it takes at least an hour. It's over 3 miles, but I walk on the city street and then I walk back through the park, because I almost had to use the restroom at the park yesterday, but that way near the end of my walk there's a restroom if I don't think I can make it home. I mean, we had rainy days. Could I have driven over to the mall and walked around the mall a few times inside? Yeah, I could have, but I didn't want to get dressed. I was cozy in my pajamas. I wasn't motivated to go out and do it because I'm still in the beginning where I'm trying to get my food under control and get that figured out. So, you know, exercise is going to be not the most important in my weight loss journey, but it's going to take a part in my weight loss journey. I don't hate exercise. I don't despise it. It's just not the first thing I wake up and think, oh, I want to go exercise. It's not my favorite thing to do. And it's just getting out of it's been kind of, I know you'll laugh. I'm in California. It was a beautiful day out yesterday. I wore shorts and one of these type of tops. And my legs didn't get cold because I was walking. So there's that. I was able to do. When I delivered mail, no matter, even on rainy days, I would wear shorts. And you would think, yeah, you can go out and walk in the rain. You used to do it and get paid for it. Yeah, I considered it Saturday when I was home watching the rain. Is that it was going to stop raining and I was going to go. And then I forget why I got sidetracked, but like 20 minutes later it started pouring, so I would have got drenched. Maybe that's why I got sidetracked. But anyway, so this step thing that I'm making space for, it looks fun. I did about 5 minutes of it and I could already feel it. So I know it's going to be, I'm going to have to work into a good workout. I'm going to have to get acclimated to getting into it. So I'm going to start with basic step. And Jean-Luc and Nick, they have Zoom sessions with it, and they have YouTube videos with it. And then there's other step teachers that have videos to watch where I don't need a DVD player. So I had that Leslie Sansoni, whatever her name is, but I had that on DVD. And with my new computer, my other computer, I can't get into it. This new one, it doesn't have a DVD player. So my kettlebell, I can do that. I need to make the space. I have that kettlebell workout I can do. That is Kathy Smith. It's on a website. So I see those workouts on a website. So I'm going to have to start. That's good for strength training and cardio. So I can work that in. But I think I'm going to like this step. But step is basically going to make my legs stronger. I need to make my legs stronger. Since I haven't been carrying mail, I noticed my legs have gotten weaker. And I'm going to get a good workout on the VIP tour Saturday because, well, I don't know if it's younger little kids or if it's going to be adults, because the little tiny kids can't go on the big roller coasters. And when I got to go on the big roller coasters, I have to go up through the exit, and that involves climbing quite a few stairs. So I remember the last tour I went on about a month ago. The woman, she goes, "You're so fit." I'm just like thinking in the back of my head, I wish. I've lost some of my agility and some of my strength in my legs, so that's a good reason to start doing this step. But I have arrived at the grocery store. So how about any of my friends that are watching me? I know I don't have a big channel, but I do have some consistent friends. Let me know how you're going to implement any kind of activity, or if you're going to implement any activity into your days, and any ideas for those of us who just aren't the athletic minded type people. Anyway, thank you. I think it was a successful week, even though I didn't lose any weight, because I didn't gain any weight, and I'm in the learning phase. Anyway, thank you, and have a great day, and we'll see you next week on my way in. Oh, forgot to say, I changed my availability at work to make sure I have Wednesdays off so I can consistently go to these meetings. Thank you, and have a great day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, a like, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.